Welcome to this live on Regenesis. The whole point of Regenesis is to give you another angle, another perspective to what you've heard or what you've taken for granted so far regarding your health, so that you can take responsibility for your health and reclaim it. Among the many topics we've been asked to cover, we've chosen to start with hypertension, a very common condition experienced by millions. We won't cover hypotension today, which is due to a weakness of the adrenal glands. Today, we'll talk about hypertension, a condition that was impacting more than 8.2 million people in SA in 2020. So, what is hypertension? It's the increase of the tension of the blood vessels, which is the consequence of the pressure of the blood circulating in the arterial system and the capillary system. To deal with hypertension, people are usually given antihypertensive and hypotensive drugs. I believe that the phenomenon is not properly understood. Suppressing hypertension can't just be a goal per se. You need to understand that there is a cause for every symptom, and that the symptom doesn't just come out by chance. It is a manifestation of the life within us. Therefore, you first need to understand what's generating hypertension. So, what is the cause of hypertension? Two things in a nutshell. The increase of some hormones produced by the adrenal glands called catecholamines, such as dopamine, adrenaline, noradrenaline. They increase the power of the heart pump, meaning that it makes the heart push harder. You can also have, at the same time, a vessel restriction. Basically, the diameter of the vessels shrinks. Now, here you need to ask yourself, why is the body making the pump push harder? Your body never does anything just by chance. The intelligence of life in you never does. So, why does it spend so much energy to increase tension? Well, first answer, there is an increase of blood volume. This happens by a junction of more water. Hence, the pump must increase the power, the pressure to pulse that blood excess as well. But why would you have an increase of blood volume? Simple. It's to obtain dilution and stability. If you have X amount of something in a liquid, like X amount of sand in a volume of water, for instance, and if that amount of sand increases when your job is to maintain stability of that mixture, then what do? You increase the quantity of water to dilute it. So, the increase of blood volume is to dilute what? Internal waste. Hypertension is the result of these cascading causes. Hypertension is not a cause. It's not the problem. It's a consequence. It's an adaptive mechanism. This adaptive mechanism has a cost, yes. It will lead eventually to exhaustion, because it demands to the body the production of a lot of adrenaline and noradrenaline. And yes, a time will come when the body will say, stop, I can't take no more. And this can lead, in the worst case scenarios, to cardiac arrest. Now the second answer. Remember I mentioned the constriction of blood vessels, the fact that the diameter of the vessels channel shrinks. What for? For which purpose? Well, this shrinking associated with the pressure increase allows to reach the peripheral regions more easily. Or the restriction may be due to the arteries starting to be clogged by deposition of waste and excess of acidity. In any case, it's an adaptive mechanism. Again, hypertension is not a problem. It's the best response from your body to the problem. And what are we offered? Well, We are given a lot of products to drop the tension. For instance, diuretics. There are substances to produce more urine, so basically eliminate more water. But if there is a water retention from the kidneys, it's because your body is producing hormones to do so. And if it does so, there must be a reason. We also use what is called beta blockers. Beta receptors receive the signal sent by adrenaline and noradrenaline and allow the increase of cardiac contraction. So this is now prevented, which means if your body has a legitimate need to increase cardiac pressure, it cannot do it anymore. We are also given angiotensins blockers. Angiotensins allow to restrain blood vessels to pulse more blood in the peripheral regions. Now I have one question for you, my friends. Do you believe your body is producing more blood, more hormones, and increases the pulse just for nothing? For no reason? Do you really believe that? Your body cannot just spend more energy for nothing. There is a logic behind. If it does it, it's because there is a need. If you block that need, there will be further consequences. So, what I would like you to understand is that hypertension is the consequence either of an accumulation of waste in the blood that needs to be diluted, or the consequence of circulation difficulties of the blood that require more pressure to flow. That pressure is necessary to provide blood to peripheral organs, as an organ that doesn't receive blood dies. Your body can, for instance, decide to increase the pressure for blood to reach the brain when there is a temporary difficulty. If you stop this move, you just block life unfolding in you. And if you stop that adaptive mechanism, then you will develop another symptom that we call disease. And so you take some new drugs to stop that new issue, which will lead to another symptom and a new drug, and so on. You will eventually end up taking tons of pills for different issues we call diseases, hoping your body will leave you at peace. What you were never told is that your body's job is to keep you alive no matter what. There is only life in us. The intelligence of life in us is only dedicated at making the life in us thrive and constantly trying to find solutions to offset the consequences of our unsuitable behavior. So what should we do? Well, you answer the problem of waste accumulation by favoring cleansing, elimination of waste, and detoxification. You shy away from products that acidify your body, such as all processed and refined food and sugar, food additive, animal proteins, such as dairy products, milk, butter, cheese, etc., but also meat, fish, eggs, and all stimulants such as tea, coffee, alcohol. In a nutshell, you change your food diet to allow the body to cleanse and detoxify itself, because you are giving it the material it needs to repair its vascular system. And then tension will decrease by itself, not because you prevented the process from happening, but because you've done the necessary work for that increased pressure not to happen anymore. That's the difference with other approaches of tackling the issue. When you block the symptom, you're just blocking the symptom. You're not healing at all. You're just blocking the symptom. And as I said before, if you block this alarm, then another one will come up later, then another one, and another one. Each time you're blocking one. You may end up taking a drug or more per symptom until the next one, without either solving the real problem, without healing, basically. This may be the life story of many people. It is your choice to choose the approach you want. to go with. Now I would like to do a juice review today. A juice that will significantly help people with cardiovascular disease, including hypertension. We are going to use pomegranate, the ultimate answer to cardiovascular issues, according to many scientific studies. It is ripe with active principles. It contains many polyphenols and tannins that are going to hugely help in decongesting the arteries and facilitate the action of antioxidants towards fixing and improving the lining of your vessels. Many studies have shown that pomegranate juice only could replace all the drugs used in cardiovascular diseases. By the way, if you need scientific references, let me know in the comments and we'll post them across. Just in case you're full of it, don't buy your pomegranate juice from the supermarket, as it is strongly altered in terms of macronutritional content. Why? Well, because it's been heated and pasteurized so that it can stay on shelves for a very long time. I know what you're actually wondering. Do I really believe we can sort out cardiovascular disease just by taking fresh pomegranate juice? Well, there are many scientific studies, actually more than 400 out there, confirming my say. Some followed groups of people on heavy medication going from pomegranate juice and significantly improving their cardiovascular health after a few months, which had never happened before. And it makes total sense, as a matter of fact, since they improve their terrain, in other words, their internal environment, instead of just trying to suppress the symptoms. But remember, you also need to detoxify your body by removing the waste trapped in your body for years. And you need to stop bringing more acidity into your body. Remember, acidity comes from all animal proteins, so if you like cheese or yogurt, replace them with plant-based cheese and yogurt. If you like chicken, there are great living foods options. If you are interested, let me know in the comments and I will give you a great recipe of raw living foods meat, for which you will only need a food processor basically. Oh, and if you don't have pomegranate, well, let's take pineapple for instance. It contains an enzyme called bromelain, fantastic for cardiovascular issues. So we're going to do a juice today with pomegranate, ginger, turmeric, and orange. And I'm challenging you today, if you suffer from cardiovascular issues, have a fresh pomegranate juice every day for 3 weeks. You will definitely feel the difference. This juice is going to be a nutritional bomb. We will put a promo code in the comments for this specific French juicer if you're interested. You can import it easily and it is the best value for money. We also have one left in stock. If you're interested, just reach out. Let's go. First, I'm turning on the juicer, opening the tap. There we go. Now, I've done the job, started to do the job beforehand. And I have my pomegranate seeds. There we go. Putting my ginger, my turmeric. I could basically chop the orange, but I'm a bit of a lazy bastard, so I'm just basically filling it directly. And as you can see, it's squeezed. And again inside. There we go. Don't want to do too much, just for myself today. Grab a glass. There we go. gonna weigh too much. Most of it is actually there already. It is squeezed, Fred. By the way, this is a slow cold press juicer, right? Nothing to do with centrifugal and other juices. Slow cold press juicer. Right. Here we go. I'll try this juice. Gosh, love it. Okay, now you're just actually watching me drink. Anyway, so, my friends, always see the big picture and remember that your body works in a perfectly balanced way and that the symptoms you experience are the expression of your body trying to adapt to an environment that is not suitable for it. And because we don't understand the principles of the living, we suffer. Let's understand the marvelous, the incredible potential of life in us. Let's listen to the body, understand it, and be grateful for those alarms. Have a happy, healthy day and life, my friends. See you. Bye-bye.